In studio with me today is Akansha Ranjan Kapoor. I don't think she needs any introduction because she made her debut with Guilty and she blew me away. Welcome to Delhi and welcome to India Today Television.
Thank you for having me.
Akansha, first of all, you're in Delhi. I want to ask you, you're a Bombay girl. How much do you like this city?
Everybody who knows me knows I love Delhi. I'm always like arguing with my friends from Delhi. They're like, oh, Bombay is so nice. I said, no, Delhi is amazing. I just love how much space there is, how much greenery there is, how big the restaurants and bars are. Like, I just love how much you can breathe, ironically, in Delhi with the space as compared to Bombay. I feel Bombay is so cluttered.
Also, I really wanted to ask you, did you always want to become an actor? Was it your plan A always?
Plan A, B, C, D, E. Yeah.
And where did it all start from? I mean, was there any icon for you you always looked up to? Where did it all begin from?
So I know my dad wanted to be an actor, which is why I think I have somewhere in my DNA to want to be an actor. So as I was growing up, it was just there. I was doing, I was performing in school, I was performing in college, and it was just the only thing I knew how to do. And I just harnessed it from there. No one in specific ever.
And why would you choose a role that you did in Guilty as intense as that? I mean, for a first film.
Two reasons. One, not everybody has a million chances in their first go. Your first film chooses you, I strongly believe. You don't choose your first film. So that was one part of it. But secondly, I knew very, very definitively that I wanted to do something in which I had to prove myself because I had to show, like, I felt like as a character in Guilty, Tanu had everything to do. So because I had just one chance and I had to prove myself in that one chance. Nobody was offering me 30 films at my lap. So I knew I had to kill it, and I felt this role had so much to play with, and a lot of scope for performance. So I jumped right on it.
Like you said that it doesn't fall on your lap, right? So I wanted to understand what level of difficulties did you face while bagging your first role?
I don't want to. As I think my journey has been like the other actor, just the actor on my left and right, there's only a percent who have it really easy. And yeah, I've been that person who's been auditioning for 7, 8, 9 years. Rejections on rejections, auditions on auditions, going to happen, doesn't happen, get something, don't like it was all of that. And Guilty was the first like real actual offer that was given to me. So it couldn't have been a better first offer, but it was not easy. It can break you, it can crush you, but if you love it, you keep going.
When you got this role, who was the first person you contacted?
My mom. So I didn't tell anybody. I found out in the evening. So I went to sleep on that information because I was like, it's too good to be true. So it's not happening. Let me find out. There's going to be some but. And I've gone to sleep as if when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to get some messaging, unfortunately. Because I was so used to that at that time. And I woke up and I'm like, okay, this is happening, this is real. And I go to my mom's room and I was like, Mama, I need to tell you something, but please don't tell anyone. Because I was so superstitious, someone will jinx it. So I said, don't tell anyone. So she's got scared. She said, Beta, don't scare me, kya hua? And I'm like, I got my first role. And she has cried and fallen like just on the bed and she's just howling. And I was like, I know it's happened. Finally, it's happened. Best day ever.
I'm pretty sure. And how has your life changed post Guilty?
I say this very often. If I look at it day to day, nothing has changed. But if I look at it like 3, 4, 5 years, 4 years from now, everything has changed. So life is actually pretty much the same. But yeah, the opportunities I've got, me living my dream, being in the studio, giving interviews, like this is different. Getting nominated for awards, attending, like, being on magazine covers. So like that, everything has changed. But really, life is the same, struggles are the same, friends are the same, family is the same. I do the same things for fun. It's the same.
And what does Akansha do when it's an off for her?
Watch a lot of TV, hang out with my girlfriends, play sports. That's it. Veg around in my room. I'm a lazy bum. So I think I grew up too fast. Like I feel like I did all the musty way early. And now since I've been like 22, 23, I just want to be at home. Like I don't want to go out. I don't like going. Like I want to eat at home, khichdi, roti, and just watch TV. And that's my level 10 max of excitement.
Okay, I also wanted to understand from you what's the pro and a con maybe being Akansha Ranjan Kapoor?
I want to be grateful and say, okay, you mean as a person, as an actor, what do you mean?
As a person, as an actor, both.
I think as a person, I'm grateful. I don't see a con. I feel I'm a misunderstood person because I feel I'm so boisterous and out there and talkative. I've been misunderstood a lot. I think that's a con of being me. A pro of being me is I think I've got the best support system in the world, friends and family. Like I don't think like if there was a competition, I'd win the best support system. A pro as an actor, I feel I've got to work with very credible filmmakers. You know, with Vasan sir and everybody like very early on. The con of being me as an actor, I think, again, the misconception that I've been in that elite 1% of actors who've had it easy. I know them, I've hung out with them. I'm not one of them. So there's that misconception. So sometimes it upsets me when they're like, oh, another Nepo who had it so easy. I said, bro, that ain't my journey. Like, that's not me. So I want to like sit people down and be like, hey, let's have a conversation. Let me tell you, But again, I don't want to be that person who cries and whines. But like, yeah, it upsets when I'm like, you don't know the half of my journey.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I can understand. To which, takes me to another question. Um, you know, uh, there's a pool of OTT. There are ample amount of content to consume. There are a lot of artists. Do you think, as an artist, there's a tendency where actors could probably get lost in that pool of OTT content and the level of competition uh, that is there actually when it comes to OTT platforms?
Yes and no. Yes, in the sense that, yeah, now me too. I'll be like, oh, maybe I don't want to do this series with so many people. I'll get lost because so many series like these are happening. So, yes, there are so many platforms and there are now so many shows. And you can, if you're trying to do something specific. So, yeah, I think, but again, at least it gives you opportunity, right? So, again, it's like, hey, at least I'm getting to showcase my work. Because so many times it's like the chicken and the egg. They'll be like, oh, to sign you, we want to see more of your work. To get more of work, you need to be signed. So, like, what do you do, right? So, at least OTT is giving more actors chances. But yeah, now the con of it is you can get lost.
And how do you keep yourself grounded when it comes to fame?
I don't take myself seriously at all. And like, I crack up at people who take themselves so seriously. Like, I'm just living my life. I'm doing something I love to do for work because it makes me happy and fun, and I'm not thinking about anything else. So, yeah, I just don't take yourself so seriously. It's not that big a deal. You're not such a big deal.
What about love? Do you also like feel that it is one of those things that you should not take seriously? What's your definition of love?
Yeah, you mean in the career love or like relationship love?
Both, if you could answer both.
She says both. I don't know which one she's asking. Okay, in with the work aspect, I'm only grateful for it. Yeah, but it shouldn't get to your head. Like they love you because you're providing them something. So again, don't take yourself so seriously, but be grateful. In relationships, I take love very seriously. I think it's a foundation for your growth and yeah, your peace and balance in life. So it's very important, and you must nourish it and yeah, nurture it.
What's the deal breaker for Akansha?
In a relationship, disrespect, infidelity. No.
Absolutely.
Akansha did not, stay on board with that, but now I am.
And if you had to like tell three things in red flag and tell three things in green flag, what would that be?
I feel a red flag if you're not sure. Like if like I've heard this quote which says take mixed signals as a no. So if they confuse you, if you don't know, then that's a red flag. Um, Disrespect, making you feel like you're one of the many. I'm not saying put someone on top of the world, but making you feel disrespected in front of other people. And a third red flag, I feel someone who does not participate in your dreams and ambitions, who brings you down, who makes you feel silly for maybe dreaming too big or wanting something. I think these are major three red flags. Green flags, supportive, friends with your friends, like loves, that your friends and your family loves and and they love them back. And yeah, supportive and yeah, just honest and doesn't cheat. you know, doesn't make you feel like you're one of 300 women.
You're also known for your fashion statement. I wanted to understand from you who's the best and the worst
These questions in the world,
dressed in the industry.
this industry, Hollywood. Any-
Whichever you pick.
Lovely, makes it easier. Best dress, I find Hailey Bieber. I like Kendall Jenner because they are very easy, cool styles. Worst dress, according to me, I'm her hugest fan, but I don't like Billie Eilish's style. I think she's very, very, very brilliant at her job, but I don't like her fashion.
And who's your personal favorite actor? You can choose any, Bollywood, Hollywood, whichever. Like you think that is someone you can always watch their films and learn a lot from them.
When you make it such a wide spectrum, so many people to pick from. Should I? I'll narrow down. I think Irfan Khan was my most favorite actor. Yeah, ever.
And female?
Female. Oof, over here, who do I love? Who do I love? I love Jennifer Lawrence for sure. I feel she's just so, just big and honest with her performance. It's just like, what is she doing? Like, how does she do this? Zendaya. Yeah, I think I love these actresses.
Coming back to your performance,
Kangana. Top. Yeah.
so coming back to your performance, you've started your career with Guilty, then Monica, Oh My Darling, and now you're also doing a film in South. What's the difference that you saw working in an OTT film and a theatre film?
This is interesting. I feel like I won't know yet, because the film's not released. The That's where the biggest difference is, right? The way it's promoted, the reach of it. I think for me, that's another thing where I consciously wanted to move into theatre films because I feel the reach is only limited. At least for me, I feel I capped when it came to OTT films. I was like, okay, I feel like I've reached the audience that I could reach with OTT. I need to move forward. So I feel the bigger changes I will notice once the film releases. But right now I'm just filming, and filming I think is more or less the same. Yeah.
Talk to me about your experience shooting for Maya One, because that's the new project that's coming up.
Yeah.
And what's the status right now? You're shooting the film. Talk to me something about that.
Yeah. So we start our final sked now in April and March, and then we're done with the film. So it's been exciting. It's different, but it's new and it's fun. Of course, I think the language barrier was something that I had to grapple with initially, but now I'm learning Telugu, so I'm having lots of fun. Yeah, and it's different in the way they shoot. Like I feel like I'm a Netflix actor who's also very different in the way, performances and stuff like that. But it's just been fun. It's been new. I feel like it's very homely. The sets over there, and everyone's like one big family, and yeah, it's fun.
How many days have you been shooting for? And
I started on December 1st. I think I've completed about 15 days. I think the film's completed about 30. So we have a month to go.
absolutely, wow. I mean, hats off. But also, I wanted to understand from you that when you shoot for your schedules, in between you get time. Do you also plan vacations with your friends? How do you all manage? Because I'm sure you all have busy schedules. How do you manage that?
So first, my life used to be fitting in work between my holidays, because when you're not a working actor, you have really nothing to do. So it's like, okay, let's take a two-day trip. Let's do this. Now, finally, waited for this my whole life. Have to now. Oh shit, my friend, my girlfriend. So we have a bunch of 9 girlfriends who all live across the world. Like someone's in New York, someone's in Singapore, someone's in London. So we keep making trips at least twice or thrice a year to meet each other. So now it's like, guys, I don't know what my life is going to be in a month, because films are like that, right? Or you get it. Exactly. Or you get a call like, hey, are you free in 3 days? We're shooting an ad. I'm like, oh, I don't know. So now I'm more conscious of not making long-term plans. Like I'll commit and I'll be like, okay, if I'm coming, I'll book my ticket 3 days before. Wow. So that's what it is. So it's a very unsure situation, but I'm not complaining.
What's your favorite travel destination?
London. Yeah, I love London. I feel like because it's like holiday, but also homely. Because I feel, yeah, I love it.
And is there something that's on your travel bucket list?
I've never been to Italy. I've never been to France. I've never been to Paris. I've always wanted to go to Paris with my partner. So that's something on a bucket list. Yeah. Cliche, but I want to go. Yeah.
So, do you not feel like once you see your friends settling down, don't you have that feeling that probably you also want to?
I've had the feeling for work. I mean, all my friends are working, acting. I want to act. So I think I've grown up with a very one point program. Like that person के शादी सब बाद में हाँ career बनाओ. So that's now I'm atku with that. So I'm not jealous of anyone getting married. I'm like more like मुझे भी वो picture करनी है, मुझे भी वो picture करनी है. I'm there right now. When that's over, then I feel like I'll be more mentally at peace to, But I'm nurturing my personal life. It's not like I'm not, because I've learned one thing. The most important thing, at least, is balance, because this career is so erratic. So if everything's up in the air, you just don't know who you are. So I feel like having your personal life just nurtured, so you have the power, the energy, the strength to get into this zone where it's like today you're working, tomorrow you're not. Today you're on a film set, tomorrow you're rejected. You have some solid foundation to push yourself and keep going forward.
But also, as an actor, do you think it is very difficult for you guys to even date somebody? Because A, you're always in the limelight. B, you can't trust somebody, their intentions. Do you think it's difficult for you guys to?
I don't think, yes and no again, but I also feel like whichever industry you're in, you're usually surrounded by those people only. So I feel as actors, you are always surrounded by mostly you're in and around actors, filmmakers, everyone who's in the same business. So I feel like as such, no. But also, life is big, yeah. I mean, you never know. Like, someone, like, you can get cheated, like, frauded and defrauded by anybody. Who knows? But not really. Again, don't take yourself so seriously.
All right. I'm running out of time, but I'd really have to ask you this. You're also become a Masi now to Raha. How is she as a baby? I mean, just like if you could share something with our viewers.
Obviously, I don't want to share about her because I'm not her parent, but she's my little laddu and I'm obsessed with her. Everyone knows it.
All right, that is lovely talking to you, Akansha, and hope to see you again in Delhi with your film.
Yes.
And all the best for your future projects.
Thank you so much. This has been wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.